this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden, the Chunin exams continue in the Demon Desert. This week's episode focuses on Sakura, Ino, and Choji, so you know you're gonna at least get some pretty explosive action. There is in particular this one scene where they fight against a massive, multi-tailed scorpion, which is pretty awesome. This is actually a callback to the very beginning of the Chunin exams, when they are attacked by one of these beasts, but this time it's up to the combined efforts of Choji, Ino, and Sakura to take it down. This scene is basically just a segue into a flashback sequence, which is all about Ino training as the apprentice of Tsunade and trying to do everything in her power to catch up to her friend Sakura. It's really nothing new here. In fact, I'm fully convinced by watching this week's episode that the only reason that Ino even wants to be a medical ninja is so that she can feed Sasuke while she is dressed as a nurse. And yes, Choji, you are right. Nurses are the weakness to all men everywhere. I even remember years ago when I was having some surgery done, I remember coming out from under the knife all drugged up, and I was pretty much hitting on every nurse in sight. So Choji, I do agree with you on that one. But this week's episode was definitely worth checking out if you're a Naruto fan for one big reason, and that's because there is a brand new intro this week, my friends, and it's pretty freaking awesome. The name of the song is Kaze, which means wind, which is very fitting for Naruto. It's done by a band called Yamazaru, and the opening is just plain exciting. The song itself, I'm going to have to hear it a few more times to determine if I really like it or not. What I will say is the imagery is really great and very spoilerific if you actually do not read the manga version. For those who do read the manga version, consider this a preview as we're getting closer and closer to the final arc of the series. The imagery in the opening is just plain awesome. First, it's kind of just a typical roll call, characters like Sakura, Kakashi, Sasuke, Naruto, and then suddenly, you get to see a brand new form of Madara Uchiha. So I'm going to go ahead and give a spoiler warning right here in the review. If you have not read the manga version, be warned, I'm going to talk about some of the major elements from the manga series. In the intro, you actually do get to see Madara as the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails for the very first time, and I'm really glad that we finally got to see it. I never actually imagined that it was going to be all completely white and have that very distinctive look to it, but honestly, I kind of like it, and I think it's really awesome. We also get some amazing shots of Madara as the Jinchuriki fighting against Guy Sensei, who is powering up, and he has red fire all over his body. I don't even want to get into that quite yet, because that's going to be something that all Guy fans are totally going to dig, and I really hope that it looks like that in the anime version when they finally get to it. I really hope they didn't just blow their load completely just on this intro. I really hope they put that TLC into the actual arc when we get there. It is interesting to note, though, that this intro is all stuff from the manga material. They're not even trying to animate anything from this filler arc, and personally, I don't know if that was a good or a bad decision. I really felt that they should have had a new intro when the Chunin exam started. That way they could have gotten people more pumped up and maybe shown off some of the new characters. But as it stands, this intro right here is really awesome. It's one of my favorite intros from the show. I've watched it a couple of times. I absolutely love the imagery for it. And one more big major spoiler, at the very end of the intro is basically the big final villain of the series. Her name is Kaguya Otsutsuki, and this will be the very first time that we've actually seen her character. There's also a very first big spoiler for the Sage of the Six Paths, so there's definitely a lot of spoilery things in the intro, but damned if it don't pump you up. It's pretty awesome. There's also an ending, which is also equally as cool. I'm not quite sure, again, how I feel about the song, but the imagery is fantastic. It's basically all about the ninja world and Madara, and how he sort of manipulated all of the events to where we are now. But really, that's about it. So what's the rundown? On this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden, this was a pretty okay average episode that had some surprisingly competent animation and artwork. The actual, backstory with Ino really isn't all that crazy. You know, it's a lot of implied stuff that we've seen before. But if you ever wanted to see her training and trying to resuscitate an octopus, you're gonna get it in this week's episode. Not to mention, we get more of the classic rivalry between Sakura and Ino, and frankly, it's just okay. I'm really more interested in the new characters that they introduced at the very beginning of the episode, which are those sand ninja, which are ones that we've never seen before, and the minute that we saw that one medical ninja, my first thought was, oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a Sakura-centric episode, because she's going to need someone to play off, and I like these characters, especially that medical ninja. She has two very big assets. Let's just call them assets. I'm sure she's going to be a very interesting character, but I can't wait to see how they're going to interact with their team. We're just going to have to wait until next week's episode. Otherwise, this was a pretty good one. The animation, the artwork, pretty good here for the most part. In particular, I thought the flashbacks were handled well. In particular, the one that involved Ino and her father. I really loved the lighting during that scene, and I loved the action scene where Sakura destroyed a massive scorpion with one punch. They even decided to eat said scorpion at the very end of this week's episode. I don't know if that would be gross or not. I mean, scorpions basically are the closest thing you'll get to a crab or a lobster, so I imagine it doesn't taste that bad. What I will say is, this week's episode tasted pretty good. It was just basically an average episode of Naruto Shippuden. But if you guys want to see a cool intro and a brand new ending, then check out this week's episode. You'll also get to see some fan favorite moments from Sakura and from Ino. So check it out, Naruto fans, whether you've been reading the manga version or you've been following the anime version. This is a pretty good and fun average episode of Naruto Shippuden. Check it out. Thank you guys for watching my review. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And before you leave, make sure to tell me what you thought about this week's episode of Naruto Shippuden. What did you think of the brand new intro and ending? Do you like the imagery? Do you think it's a little too spoilerific? What do you want to see from the finale of the Naruto anime series? Remember guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, I would highly recommend doing that, so that way you can see all of our latest anime and manga reviews. You should also check us out on social media like Facebook and on Twitter. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, stay dandy, baby.